Alright, so it's Dustin here. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my rollers, Birmingham rollers. I don't have a lot, so this is all the rollers I have. I'm going to be breeding out more this spring so I have a good flock I can fly. This is only 6. You really want to have more than that when you're flying any breed of pigeon. They fly better that way and it looks better. But I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the ones I've got. So these are bald-headed rollers, which means that they've got, their heads aren't bald, it's just white. This one's got a bit of brown on him. But that's what a bald-headed roller is. They've got white heads, and they almost always have white flights as well. And usually, and this is what I prefer, is a white tail. Now, bald-headed doesn't just come from their head being white. The name doesn't just come from it being their head and it looking like they're bald. It comes from the term piebald, which is a gene mutation which causes there to be white splotches on the bird. It's in other animals too. Ball pythons, you can get ball pythons that are piebald. It comes in other animals too, but bald pythons are the only ones I can think of that are bred for it, besides pigeons. And in pigeons, piebald is fairly easy to set in a particular place, or so I've been told. I don't have experience with it aside from just bald-headed rollers, but piebald is supposed to be pretty easy to set in one place on the bird, breeding a few birds back together that have white in the same place, and you can get it to stay pretty much in that one spot with pigeons. But this is an ash red spread. Well, let me show you what spread is real quick. So this is a racing homer, and it's a normal blue bar. You can see it's got the black bars right here. It's got black on the end of its tail. That's pretty typical. In checks it's more spread out. But what spread is it takes this pattern right here and spreads it out over the whole body, which in the case of this one being a blue bar would make it black. So black pigeons are either a blue bar or a blue check or T-check usually, and they've got the spread gene which spreads the color out over them and would make it black, which I don't have any black ones in here. I did have a black one. Actually, I had a few black ones. I had one die I had 2 die. One got killed by a hawk and the other heat this summer, and the other one is still fine. I gave it to a friend to keep as a pet because they wanted one. But that's what spread is. With a brown one like I just showed you, that would be a bird like this, an ash red. This is an ash red cock. And you see it's got those red bars, and that would be spread out. You can see the color on his bars of this racing homer and of this roller is the same color. So this is just spread out. This is spread out over the whole body, and that's what that is. This is called dun, and dun is actually a black spread. So this bird would be black, but it has another gene on top of it called dilute, and that makes the color lighter. You can see that's a kind of a pencil lead gray color. I'm really not sure why he has these red bars in him. My other diluted pigeon does not. So So I really don't know where that comes from. He's always been like that. But this pencil lead color is what makes him done. And of course he's a piebald roller. He's got white flights. It's not just his flights that are white. You can see he's got the little feathers there too. You can see he's got a white head. He's got a black spot on his head right here. This is one of the first pigeons I ever had. Of course, I named him Spot because of his spot on his head there. Kind of sounds like a dog's name, but I've been calling him that for years, so I don't even think about it anymore. This is one of my favorite pigeons. He's very nice. I can reach up underneath him while he's on the nest and take eggs out, babies out. He doesn't really, I shouldn't say he doesn't care, but he doesn't mind me doing it. He'll protect his nest from other pigeons just as well as any other bird, but he doesn't mind me messing with him. So, but this is one of my favorite colors, that dun. And this one does not have a white tail. You can see some of his feathers are dun spread. He's got a few white ones. Now this is his daughter, and show-wise, she would be an improvement on him. You can see she's still got that dun color and white wings. She's actually got more white than he does. But then she really doesn't have any dark color on her head. She's got one little black feather right there, and I'm not holding on to her beak very hard. She could pull her head back easily right now. I'm barely touching her, but she's a tame pigeon. She doesn't mind me doing it. She has a nice white tail. Now this is what I want the tails of all of my pigeons to look like. I want them all to look like that. You can see she's got completely white here too. No dark colored feathers. You can see this pigeon I showed you a little while ago. See, he's got these dark feathers here. I don't want that. I want to get rid of those. So I'm breeding away from that. This pigeon I actually don't know much about. It was given to me by a wildlife rehabilitator who's a friend of mine. And you can see it doesn't have spread. It's just a heavy T-check. So there's no spread on it. Its flight feathers are that weird color, and I don't know what to call that color in terms of an actual color, and I have no idea what gene it is either. Her tail feathers used to be that color too, but they're not. I say her. This is a hen. I have not bred her yet, so I don't know what to expect from her babies. This is not a very tame pigeon. She really hates me. Of course, pigeons are pretty good about letting you do that with their heads, so you see a lot of people do that. That's pretty easy to do. She's got those, if I can get her to hold still for you, she's got tan colored eyes, whereas these pigeons with white on them, any pigeon that has white around its head, or around its eye, is going to have that dark colored eye there. It's called a bull eye. And if you'll notice, because he's got black around his other eye, this eye is orange, whereas this one is the dark bull color. Another thing I really like about this pigeon, it's pretty cool. That's basically all the pigeons I have. I did not pull out this one right back here. It looks just like the other two brown and white ones, but, well, I'll show it to you real quick. This one I may breed. I don't particularly plan on it. And see, the spread gene is not very good on this one. You can see there's a lot of that gray ashy color. And I'm not sure why it is that this one has a gray ashy color mixed into it. It actually looks somewhere between a spread and a T-check. So it's not a T-check. It has spread. Otherwise you wouldn't see this much brown around its head and neck. But I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Let's see. I've got about 30 seconds left until the camera quits. But now I'm going to let them out to fly, and you can see what's really cool about Birmingham rollers. Alright, so I just let the Birmingham rollers out. And now you'll be able to see what's really cool about them. And that is that they do backflips. They're not doing any of them. There went one. They're splitting up a little bit now. And this would look so much better if it was earlier in the morning and the sun was lower in the sky. They would just be glistening, there are white parts of them, and it's beautiful. It's kind of overcast and later in the day now, so color-wise they don't look as good, but you could see there was a flip. That blue tea-check I said I don't know much about and haven't bred yet. It rolls real well. I can't really point out different birds to you. I can tell the difference, but on the camera you can't really see very well. But Birmingham rollers are a lot of fun. They do have their challenges, and as babies they don't roll. It takes time for them to get to where they're rolling. They roll better as they get older, but I could go on and on. If you want to see some better videos of Birmingham rollers rolling, just search YouTube. There's a few other videos on there. There's a couple that are in slow motion and are a lot more and a lot better rollers than I have. So they're really good videos. They're not my videos, not my pigeons, but I would recommend them. See this one? That one wants to land. I've always had a problem with that one. Well, I haven't always had a problem with that one landing. But the reason, yeah, I think I caught that on video, that roll. But the reason mine have problems with landing, yep, there he went, rolling, is that I let them fly with racing homers back when I only had about 4 of them. And they can't keep up with the racing homers. They're slower and like to fly higher, but the racing homers fly faster and lower. And because of that, they were getting tired out, and then they were trying to not roll because they were so low, but they'd roll anyways. They can only help it so much, and they'd crash into trees. And in the process of doing that, they learned that they could land in trees, and so they started to. And that was an older one. My younger ones, I don't have problems with them landing in trees, but the older ones, I do. So I've already got one sitting on the roof of the house, and they're not hard to get flying good. I just haven't been flying mine very much. I've been focusing on my racing homers. But I apologize, I don't have any music for you to listen to while you watch them, but there's other videos I talked about too. So I could sing for you, but your ears might bleed, so I won't do that. But I'm going to calm them down now. Be sure to like the video and feel free to subscribe.